selected to receive. Toe meets leather, and we are underway in the 2019 season for both of these teams out of the back of the end zone. Long 10 for the Eagles here on third down. Their first drive of the game. Brown back to pass. Has plenty of time. Flushed out of the pocket now. Head downfield. Tries to hook up with his tight end. Jake Bird cannot. And BC will be forced to punt.
Has to change on third down.
Carlson puts his right toe into it. Good punt. Liner picked up by Hezekiah Grimsley. 35. Breaks a few tackles. Still on his feet. Can't get around the 35, though. And that's where Virginia Tech will take.
Has to throw. And really, that was great defense by Brandon Sebastian.
Oscar Bradburn to punt. Low line drive punt. Picked up at the 20-yard line by Levy. Makes a man miss. Gets outside. Dropped at about the 33-yard line, and that's where Boston College will take over. Special number voted on by his teammates. That for the rest of the year. We're straight here to Lions. He can't do much with it. That Virginia Tech defense swarmed all over it.
Rayshard Ashby was the first one there.
Temple, who's only been in school for a few weeks, is going to try to make it work. Certainly has the distance, but it's wide right. Ryan Willis of Virginia Tech now taking back over. Willis has his receiver open, connects. Sebastian takes down Trey Turner, but not before he gets to the sticks. That's going to be a first. Boston College showing pressure on the outside. They'll come with it a little bit, flushing out Willis. Will he get to the sticks? Running for it, I think he will. And he does. It's a first down for Virginia Tech. Willis goes for it all. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be a touchdown for Virginia Tech. Hezekiah Grimsley was wide open, but behind the defense.
Ryan Willis right here shows his poise in the pocket. He's able to step into the throw. And Hezekiah Grimsley gets behind this.
From him already in this first half.
No question about that. In this first quarter, we've seen it all. We're seeing a lot of A.J. Dillon, too, just trying to power his way into that line. It's exactly what it is, but it's coming in bits and pieces right now. And it's fourth down. It looks like Boston College is going to go for it, much to the delight of the fans here at Alumni Stadium. They'll give it to Dillon. Tripped up. And he's going to be close. He had to gain the 15-yard line. That's right where the officials are coming in to spot it. Reggie Floyd again coming in from that rover spot to lower the boom on Dillon. Brown from the gun. Has time. That receiver shot it wide.
But it seemed a little bit rushed, and that's what happens when you get incomplete passes and you're not all on the same page.
Hezekiah Grimsley makes the fair catch deep inside their own territory. Willis out of the gun. Tries to connect. It does to Turner. Haynes is there on the stop, but Turner's able to make a big gain out of it and pick up a first down. He tries to hit a receiver over the top. That's a beautiful play. Tate Haynes coming over on coverage.
And look at this catch. Look at this concentration. As he's going to the ground, it looks like he gets the hand underneath.
Yeah, the ball's moving around, but I think he keeps possession of it. Willis over the middle. Hits his receiver. That's a first down. Close to this time. Willis looking his way. Over the top. Hits his receiver for a score. That's Tavian Robinson, the freshman.
All right, let's look at this route by 82 on the left-hand side of your screen. He did a double move, which brought in number 34, the linebacker, and put a one-on-one with Mike Palmer, the newly starting safety. He didn't have any of it. Tavian Robinson, the true freshman.
Side on the quarterback side, unless it's egregious.
Very tough to do that.
Levy with the fair catch at his 21 makes it. That's where BC will take over. Don't miss the huddle. Well, he didn't roll the dice, and it ends up blowing up in his face because Mario Kendricks, a whole host of Virginia Tech tacklers, were keying on Caleb Smith converting. So 1st and 10, over the middle, complete. That's Robinson again, quickly becoming one of Willis's favorite targets. Maximilian Richardson with the stop. Again to Robinson, shakes the first tackler, down at the 37. Plenty of time here for Virginia Tech, but they've got BC on their heels. Holston. Willis up close to another first down. They me 258 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground. Here's Virginia Tech trying to get some of it back. The pressure by Yergin forcing Willis out of the pocket. He may have been able to pick up the first down, though, on it.
Make some plays here on first down. Make a short second down.
Willis out to Turner. Gets it into his hands. That's what they want to do. Now Turner looked like he came up maybe a little lame on that play. Tate Haynes. He's able to pick up the first down on the play. So Willis now, without Turner in the game, back to pass. Completes it over the middle. Grimsley has a touchdown catch in that first half. Makes the grab at another first.
Can't have that at your senior quarterback. Third down short.
BC forces a punt near midfield. Levy calls for the fair catch, makes it at the 12-yard line. So Bud Foster announced that he was going to retire after 33 years in Blacksburg.
That lunch pail defense.
He's going to need him in this second half, and that's a good start for that defensive unit right there, as Dillon was dropped by Rayshard Ashby.
Seeing him leave, but he understands that Bud is doing this because it's just time. Those are the words coming out of Bud Foster's mouth. It's just time. See if they'll come or if they'll drop back to coverage. They do come.
The police is there to help pick it up. Now Willis is in trouble. He's flushed out of the pocket, but he'll run for it. Right at the stick. I think he might have enough to get it. Offensive coordinator, they're going for it.
For the lead.
Willis keeps it, puts his head down, picks up the first down.
Sure, that picture of that clip in their phones that they look at occasionally, reminding themselves of what kind of leaders they need to be and can be for this Boston College team.
Well, nothing Brown could do on that one. Sacked by Jared Hewitt.
Part of it, that photo stuck with them so much that they saved it. A.J. Dillon says he looks at it every day.
Brown on third down, forcing a pass for Willis. He has time. The pocket now collapsing, but he gets it off to his man, and Grimsley makes the catch, and he's got a first down.
Willis threw an absolute dart. Look at this ball.
Willis. He wanted to throw him, but Robinson does a nice job to come back for it and get the completion.
Now with 2nd and 6, the entire playbook is open.
And they've done this before. They just shot themselves in the foot a couple of times. Nice cutback by the freshman. Sean King picks up another first down before Sparacchio was there to bring him down. They're moving.
There's some miscommunication. Now they're slowing it down, getting on track.
Willis. Key. Battles his way close to that first down mark. Right?
The fade ball on the outside of the red zone. He can hit the back shoulder or get his wide receiver up top.
BC comes with pressure, but he finds his receiver in the end zone, and it's a score. James Mitchell, the tight end, hauls it in, and Virginia Tech is right back into this thing.
Run this skinny post with their inside receiver. Last time, James Mitchell was a little bit too wide, allowing Joseph Sparacchio to intercept the pass. This time, he stayed on his landing, a little extra break.
3rd and 5 for Brown. Surveys the field, has time, cannot connect with his tight end, as Reggie Floyd is there to break it up, and it looks like Virginia Tech may get the ball. This is January, rather, 2017.
And he really is a stout player. He was on one of the Clemson great D lines back in 2016 with some lead blocking from him. You see the jet sweep here, look for him to pull it and keep it right in the middle.
Exactly right on, my man. He faked it for Robinson, kept it, they pick up the
Zay Flowers going the other way.
Now you got a fullback here ahead, number 2, who gets dumped, though. Ashby in the backfield. Kobe White.
Look for the pass.
Puts a throw, and he throws it. The long is tight end, but it's intercepted.
Wait for it at the end, but
Didn't work.
see right here, they're running that same toss back to the other side. You got pressure on the receiver. I don't think he was trying to throw it to Spencer Long. I think he was trying to throw it to A.J. Dillon, leaking out the backside because A.J. Dillon was wide open.
Low snap again, handled by Willis. This time he has his receiver open, and it was Caleb Smith who got the first down. Willis pressure coming, steps up into the pocket. Now he's flushed out. He's got the yard marker in his sights. Dives for it. Let's see where they mark it. I think they're going to mark it short. And Willis can't believe it. Incomplete pass at least stops the clock for the Hokies. Willis now tucks it in. He's going to run for it, and he's going to pick up the first down. That'll stop the clock. Sneaks it. Tries to get a push. Now rolls for that first down. Whew. Close to 2 minutes now. Down 2 scores. Willis. Surveying the field. Now comes back around. And a fantastic catch
Smith working back to the ball, providing an outlet for his quarterback right here. And we see Ryan Willis looking front side, nothing there, nothing open, nothing. He goes backside to his fourth receiver. And look at this catch. Full extension, comes down, caresses it on top.
Brad Davis puts it into the air, and we are underway in Blacksburg, Virginia.
Establishing the run game.
Willis had to throw 47 times last week. And that's a first down for Virginia Tech on the toss for King. On the pass, Robinson pushed out around the 44-yard line. Four receivers out for Tech. Pass complete. And a first down complete to Robinson. All the way to the 25-yard line.
I see a pass completed. Always look at the protection first, and I want you to watch 33, Deshaun McCleese. He picks up the blitzer, gives the amount of time. Young gunners, as I call it, of this inexperienced wide receiving group.
They set up the screen. Mitchell, the tight end, he's inside the 10 and rumbles all the way with lowered shoulders to the 5-yard line.
Personnel, Mike. 12 personnel. That's one back, two tight ends. And the two tight ends are Dalton King and James Mitchell. Yet James Mitchell more of the receiving.
King takes the handoff from the backfield, navigates his way through tacklers, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Nothing Hokies.
You talk about the opening drive, but it's all about the tight ends getting blocks.
They've got an opportunity to pressure Willis. Instead, he's got a wide open man across the middle. Couldn't get Turner down the sideline, but throws a strike to the sophomore from North Carolina for a pickup of 21.
Well, I tell you this, Lawrence Gardner's back in the game, but watch the linebacker as he gets sucked up into the line of scrimmage.
How much do they trust their secondary? Willis stands tall as he's got time to the sideline. It's tucked in for a completion. Looking for blockers. Grimsley gets all the way down to the 6-yard line for number 6.
Version on 3rd and long. And this time it's the blocking was there. They tried to put pressure on Willis. It's just a communication in the back end. You've got two guys in the vicinity. He literally had him from the snap, but he didn't get to him in his progression fast enough.
So it's a chip shot here, and good for Johnson. Play several steps higher here this afternoon. He fakes the give and evades the first wave of tacklers. The second is not so forgiving. Shamari Connor comes in to bring him down. Late blitz comes, and Smart didn't see it. Jermaine Waller gets to the quarterback, and it's 4th down.
Young quarterback making his first start on the road. He's got to see that. No, there's no doubt he would have got a first down, but unfortunate, drops the ball, and you're punting.
The Australian Oscar Bradburn with a nice kick all the way back inside the 15-yard line for Darnell's 13th at the time, and they went on to have their first losing season since 1992. So far, a strong showing from the Monarchs, and there's a backside of the play tackle, way to finish.
That's effort. You gotta love effort. Jalen Griffin, it's all about redirect, right? You get upfield, and all of a sudden,
flag is down on the draw. Not entirely unexpected, but up right near midfield. A laser throw is on the money to Phil Patterson. A redshirt junior out of Virginia Beach moves the chains to pick up 11.
see if ODU brings pressure.
Indeed they do. Doesn't get there in time though as the throw is past the first down marker. And it's yet another first down for Patterson. Willis takes it. He's got room inside the 10. Finally thrown to the ground by Jordan Young, the linebacker. Former Kansas Jayhawk at quarterback for Virginia Tech. To the end zone. A one-handed grab. He got it. Hezekiah Grimsley, a high right wheel finish to the drive.
Mike, I don't think we need to wait. Sports Center, make sure you clip that one. That's going to be on the highlights tonight. A terrific job. Who says you need two hands to catch a football? You go up with one, you get that paw, get that mid up, slow the ball down, and cradle it at the end.
Virginia Tech brings 4. Smart's on the move. He lofts it downfield and over the head of the running back Davis. Incomplete. No down lineman for ODU. They bring 5. Soft toss across the middle. Will it be enough for a first down? Big play for Robinson.
This little drive route, 3rd and 13. You got to stand at the sticks if you're ODU, but you got to have spatial awareness. No one does. All these backs in the game.
On the slant. Catch is made by Caleb Smith, the freshman who got a scholarship.
Different Ryan Willis than you see in 2-minute mode.
What's different?
Well, I think for him, it's less thinking.
They've used this look a bunch of times, and this time the Hokies sniffed it out. Nowhere to go. Devon Diablo coming up to bring down Blake Watson. Texas A&M's schedule so difficult this year that the average top 25 team would have a 2% chance of reaching 10 wins with the same opponents. To start the drive, big look for Trey Turner.
Throw by Ryan Willis. Takes a nice little drop step, throws and delivers. He's got one-on-one up top with Smith.
He sends it to the perimeter, a spin and some extra effort. Gets the change to move. McLeese keeps the feet moving and the drive as well.
Because he's hitting the backfield, but keeping the legs moving, keeping them churning, spin move, getting upfield, and also Willis making a miss. Positive yards.
Big burst up the middle and another first down for McLeese. Surprising in that what he said was true. It was just surprising that he said it. Most coaches don't usually say that, but that shows some of the frustration. As they unleash that here, first and more. McLeese, the go-to guy on this drive.
He'll power by McLeese. He allowed the offensive line to get in front. And then you just make a move. And you find the open lane.
Another run, why not? A lowered shoulder yields first and goal. Turner and Smith, the wideouts, each big targets at 6'2". And it's Willis up the middle for the touchdown for Virginia Tech.
You know, that time they put in motion Trey Turner, number 11. The defense goes with Turner, and you forget about Willis going up the middle.
Backfield is empty on the slant. That's been a go-to throw today. Caleb Smith makes the grab across the 40-yard. Taken from the 12 by Wheatley. He's got room on the move across midfield. A big burst to start things off.
Get kind of a short kick. Interius Wheatley just gets it, and it's return left. Find a crease, find an alley, and just go.
Willis has time. Steps to his left, throws end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Phil Patterson, the recipient, from 13 yards out.
You send Tavian Robinson from the slot underneath, and this is what they call a banana route by Phil Patterson. He runs basically a banana route. He's the outside receiver
to get the offense back on the field in short order. No room up the middle, a stretch to the 33, but they needed the 35. ODU comes up. Immediate pounding from the defense, and the burst through the middle by Emmanuel Belmar.
I'm sending pressure from the field.
against a three-man rush. The Hokies step up and deliver and force a turnover on downs. Handoff gets them minimal yardage. 4th down and about 8 to go. Where for a fake?
I'm staying in 4 downs always now. I'm trying to win this game. Keep the pressure on Virginia Tech.
Taiwan Garbett, the defensive end, as well as Damon Hazelton, one of their more experienced wide receivers who's been battling a hamstring issue. Still about 3 yards shy of the first down on the handoff to
Formation to the field. I think the action.
He gets the throw away, 3rd and 18, incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Diablo.
Back in coverage if you're Virginia Tech. Keep everything in front of you.
4th time going for it on 4th down and going for it all to the end zone. Broken up. Caleb Farley proves disruptive for the Hokies.
But for the most part, I thought they adjusted, and when they needed to make plays, they did down the stretch. Just like that.
Pressure gets there. Games to watch. So one more shot for the Monarchs. And that does it. 31-17 as Virginia Tech picks up its first victory of the year. And from the blue waters of the Chesapeake Bay to the hills of Tennessee, Virginia Tech fans can breathe easy going into Saturday night.
At the bottom, 3 receivers to the top, including the tight end Mitchell and Willis to throw. Crossing route, misses Caleb Smith. First down, 25, breaks a tackle. Out to the 36 goes Smith. And that was played with a lot of confidence, Roddy.
By Caleb Smith, everybody on the right side is basically blocking. It's man-to-man coverage. Caleb Smith able to beat coverage, pick up a big first down for the week with an injury. So that's one less running back that we'll see.
Keyshawn King pounds off one guy, reroutes, and almost gets the first down. In fact, may have the first down, cutting to the 34-yard line here. 31 touchdowns a year ago as a senior. And he'll get the call here on 3rd and about a half foot, and he'll have the first down easily.
Incredibly versatile, one of the best tight ends in the conference.
Turner to the right. Here goes Keyshawn King, and that's the first to the 20. And the kick is good. So the Hokies score first. Field goal from Brian Johnson.
So it's coming for our jobs.
It's in our pedigree. It's in our pedigree. I was waiting on the tell me about it. And meanwhile, Granger gets blasted by Shamari Connor. Second sack for Virginia Tech. FBS category. 864 sacks, leads all of FBS since 1996 when Bud Foster took over.
This time, Shamari Connor just comes off the edge always.
Here's Granger going to push the pocket. They hurry the throw, but a nice catch. Wayne Anderson, a true freshman, got blasted on the back end of the play by Connor. And gas was well under $1. Keyshawn King has got 10, 15 yards on first down.
Bit of an option player to it.
Granger cannot get rid of it. The Hokies cash in. Rook Ashby is there.
They came out of this set and hit a touchdown last week against Georgia State. Granger steps up in the pocket and avoids the...
And Oklahoma. 3rd and short. Granger on a dive to Abrams, and he got turned back. And right away, Deshaun Crawford's had 2 big plays behind the line. Boundary, 3 to the field. Quick throw, Travion Robinson. He's got 11 and a first down. The ball snap, they do. Willis going to cut him loose, first down, and that's Turner into Furman territory to the 44.
Willis pass complete to 11.
Furman team was still trying to shuffle, figure out what the call was, and get guys off the field. Ryan Willis has a ton of time, delivers a strong throw to Trey Turner. Good conversion for the Hokies.
At That's Turner in motion. He'll get it on the sweep. McLeese tried to help with a block. Turner's got the first down for Virginia Tech. 27-yard line.
Trey Turner had the fumble early in the game. Let's check the ball security here. Gets in traffic, secures it against the body.
3 for 7 on third down is Furman. Wynn trying to bounce one outside, and he'll be short of the first down. And that likely will be the final play of the way to the touchdown driver in their last possession. Granger up in the pocket. He'll be pulled down, and the Hokies get to him there. And that was Belmar.
In the Big East and then the ACC. So when we get these new coaches, a little patience is always worth it.
Keyshawn King breaking tackles out to the 32. Taylor Hodge, just some burst in the run game.
Let's see, that's 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackle, 3. Here comes another one. Keyshawn King, the explosiveness that a freshman should at this level.
And here goes another Keyshawn King run. King to the outside. Can he get it to the house? Inside the 15. Got some help from Caleb Smith.
Wood at halftime, they got to be able to run the ball in the second half. Give Keyshawn King a little bit of space, and he's out in the open field off to the races.
King the carry. Lowered the shoulder, drives the stack. He got it. Had to break the plane of the 4. Fleece is back. First and goal. Look at Mitchell, the tight end. Big fella knows where the pylon is. You can throw me the rock or hand me the rock, Roddy. From Big Stone Gap. You can fit all the Big Stone Gap over there in that corner. And this is Wynn trying to get to the outside, and real good play in space by Connor. Ball popped loose. Hokies say they have it. Has Furman coughed it up for the first time today? The answer is yes.
Virginia Tech has coughed it up a couple of times today. Here they get one of their own. Let's see if this is the ball is out. I don't know about that, Wes.
Well, I'm not sure he's on the ground.
I'm not sure it is either.
Yeah, it looks like he lands on the defender, which wouldn't declare him down.
Right, correct.
You are absolutely correct,
The left hip is on Connor, Shamari Connor.
You need something to hit other than the foot or hand. You have the hand and foot down, nothing else hits.
Unbelievable. Play fake McLeese. Here's Mitchell, the big tight end. Boy, he got wrapped up pretty quick. Throw out in the flat, and Darius Curse. King's got 111 yards on 10 carries, but it's McLeese's game. And this is a keep by Willis. Ryan Willis knocked out of bounds before he could reach the pylon. First and goal for the Hokies in the 2.
Get here today, Ryan Willis getting involved in the run game. It's a pretty good block out there on the edge by number 8, Bill Patterson.
Scoring plays, all big plays for Virginia Tech.
First and goal. Here's Willis, jump ball for Turner. Caught it! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Well, this is 3rd and 8. Furman 3 for 9. Sisson going to cut it loose. Does win the catch, but he got hit right away by Connor, who's had a big second half. Single receiver to the top. Willis, middle of the field, and the catch made by Tavion Robinson for a first down right at the number. Liking in the first half, although they've taken the lead here in the 3rd. Play fake, pressure coming, flip to King with blockers. Look out, here's Keyshawn King, a first down to the 34. Second down, that's Gordon in orbit. Uh-oh, trouble brewing. Mario Kendricks.
Has been all substance in the second half. This is a triple option play. It just gets blown up right away. You saw in the backfield a number of defenders. I don't even know how Darren Granger thought he was going to get out of there. It's ultimately number 90.
Second down. Uh-oh. That was Belmar. Crack in the wall forms. The Hokies are there.
Well, that time you get a defensive lineman one-on-one with Devin Wynn, the running back, has had such a good day running the football, but it's Eli Adams making the play, getting around for Furman.
Hokie faithful had the keys out. Adams gets 3. And here comes the punting.
Keyshawn King there on the sideline limping around.
Here's Willis around the edge. First down. Diving toward the 30. Running behind Deshaun McClee. Granger cuts it loose, looking for Gordon, and intercepted. Caleb Farley.
Darren Granger thinks he has Gordon wide open down the middle of the field, but Farley, the corner, falls off, is able to track the ball down.
Here is Tavion Robinson turning the corner and down the far side. Furman 37-yard line is where they spot Robinson, shoved out of bounds by Ryan here. Career game. He played briefly last week in the final stands against Old Dominion. Here's Turner on low. Jet, and Trey Turner keeps his feet and will score. Roddy, you don't see the Jet into the boundary very much.
Blocking down the field, you're able to, you got a talented guy carrying the football, you're able to get down and score a touchdown. That foot looks like there is green grass in between that and the sideline, just by a fraction of an inch. Trey Turner able to find his way into the...
Win back in the game, he'll get the carry, and the Hokies get the stop. Big play by Rook Ashby.
You absolutely do. Watch him knife through the line of scrimmage and tackle Devin Wynn in the backfield. Who else was there? Reggie Floyd, the guy that we've called his name a number of times during this game.
That's Wynn in motion. Granger to his right. Trouble coming. Incomplete. And it looked like Crawford almost got him before he... But to Eric's point, you haven't thrown the ball very well at all here in the second half. And here's Turner on the sweep. Trey Turner steps through. And he will pick up the first down. And guess what? Doesn't matter now. They're going to get the win here today. One more touch of the knee by Willis. And the Hokies will go to 2-1. But make no mistake, the Paladins of Furman came in here today and threw a couple of haymakers and had a lead at the break, and then in the second half, the Hokies had to scramble, make a couple of touchdowns in less than 2 minutes of the third quarter, and then hold on at the end. 24-14 is the final.
Everybody's pumped up. Toe meets leather, and we begin. Wheatley will take it from the goal line and not get very far. He won't even get to the 20. He'll be stopped at the 15-yard line, and we'll take a look. Willis time over the middle, caught, and first down. Right at the first down marker, the grab was made by Tavion Robinson. And Willis will keep it this time in a little bit of a fake, and he'll dive, and it's very close to the first down. He has it. Plenty of time for Harris. Now he'll try to get it to Deion Jackson, but there's no chance at all. Beautiful evening for football. Conditions couldn't be more ideal. This time Virginia Tech sets up the return. This is a kick. Grimsley all the way back to his 35. Stays alive, though. And beat two Duke players. He's got room if he goes left. Grimsley to the 40, and that's where he'll go down. Brought down by the punter, Austin Parker.
You always tell your punt returner, if you can make one dude miss, he made two miss, and now he's out in the open field, and you can see he's just a block or two away.
The middle caught, 20-yard line, down to the 17, close to the first down. Hezekiah.
Make him kick a field goal instead of scoring a touchdown all night long, you got a chance.
Johnson now 3 for 5 on the season. The Hokies taking advantage of the field position, at least get 3 on the board this time.
And resurrect that defense that Bud Foster and Virginia Tech's been known for.
And Duke will go to the ground, and it's going nowhere. Eli Adams, number 46, one of the tacklers there. Loss of a yard. It'll be third down and... It just seems as if Duke is not together at the moment. The pass for Aaron Young was nowhere near him. Virginia Tech football as anything else we can think of except maybe special teams, and they nearly got a piece of that punt. Fair catch made at the 23-yard line by Grimsley.
On third and short.
It's going to be a handoff, and it should be a Virginia Tech first down by the freshman King out of Orange Park, Florida, and it is. Before Virginia Tech is Hendon Hooker. He faces first down and 10. Early second quarter, Hokies, and there's a fake pitch, and Hooker breaks one, breaks two, and not a third tackle, but a fine 7-yard pickup that time before he was put down by Marquise Waters. They stay to the ground game. And breaking loose is McLeese. First down. Cuts it back to the left. Into Duke territory before the defense finally catches him up. No flags on the field. First down, Hokies.
We got tackled for 1 yard. They would have booed him. But this ended up being a good play. It was a split safety defense. They were one short in the box. And he's 25, Deion Jackson.
Well, they send Durant away. Harris will keep nothing. And that looked to be Garbett and Crawford in there yet again for 3 minutes.
Watch Noah Gray in the 3 spot. Again, one of his favorite targets.
Goes underneath to Jackson. Well short of the first down. The throw off. Let it. Hooker takes off. Couple of nice juke steps, and that should be a first down. Kobe bent over there, and got to be feeling pretty good. Duke will stunt here. Wide open, breaking down is Hazelton. Makes the grab. There's the big play for Virginia Tech. Had to have.
That's exactly what we're talking about, Dave. What gets you back into games?
Hazelton got several steps ahead of his defender.
Just a busted coverage there. And again, you know, look, I've seen that happen and they overthrow the guy, right? So that was a good job by Ryan Willis. Bright spots. He's their leading receiver coming into the game with 14 receptions. They use him in a lot of different ways.
You get a first down there and carry out to the 40-yard line by Deshaun McLeese, the redshirt junior out of Chesapeake, Virginia.
List that he comprised himself.
There's people on the outside right now, they don't want any part of it.
Well, Duke has been hot in bowl games. They've made 6 of the last 7 years they've gone to bowl games. 2013, they won the Coastal Division, which, by the way, has had 6 straight.
It's very demoralizing to a defense.
A fourth down coming up for Duke.
Their proximity to the quarterback. It's the easiest, closest throw. They get mismatches on guys, right? Sometimes he's too big for a DB to cover, and sometimes the tight end is too athletic for a linebacker to cover.
Like quarterback, and Doc Punch will be keeping an eye on Harris to see if he's seriously injured or not. And it will be Mateo Durant pushed back to the 9-yard line. And they have to be impressed with Duke.
Well, I'm impressed with Duke, and I'm impressed with them in a lot of ways. Number one,
season projections for the Coastal Division, where both these teams reside, as Caleb Stewart will fight and come very close to the first down. I think he's going to be just a little bit short.
And the ball will come out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes. Compete every day. On 3rd and 5, Williams gets it out quickly, almost intercepted and picked off at the 48-yard line by Jermaine Waller. Look, Dusty.
But tried to hit Harley on an inside slant. Excellent job jumping the route by the nickelback 22.
Still available to play today. Out of the shotgun, Hooker. This is the dimension that he adds that Willis didn't have, and he picks up the first down inside the 30-yard line.
Middle backer, 55 Shaq Quarterman. They're going to pass protect it first, and then you see 33 release out. He's going to get up on the second level. Nice play by Hendon Hooker, making a play.
Moving the ball after the interception. Pass complete to the edge to Travion Robinson, and he picks up a first down for Virginia Tech. Hooker's going to take off. One guy to beat, and did it. Touchdown, Hokies. An impressive opening drive, capitalizing off the interception for Justin Fuente's squad.
Give this offense a different dimension, and man, huge touchdown for Virginia Tech on the other.
Taking a shot deep into the end zone. Picked off again, this time by Farley. He tried to hit D. Wiggins and was intercepted for the second time in Hard Rock Stadium. Cameron Harris dotting the I. Williams back to pass. Under heat, nowhere to go, and he's going to be sacked back at the 21-yard line. Good pursuit.
See it come from both sides. Jaron Williams is able to evade the initial defender. Looks like Diablo gets there first, but then it's the safety, Chamari Connor, who's been all over the place.
3rd and long for the Hurricanes. They've had a hard time here in the first quarter offensively. Williams. They pick up the pressure, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. Virginia Tech's Waller this time has their 3rd interception.
Takes a shot from 36 to Sean Crawford. Going to get home inside. Big hit on him right as he delivers the football. And then Jermaine Waller steps in front of the pass. Excellent coverage. That ball hung in the air too long, allowed the corner to make an athletic play and a rough and keep Miami in this football game. Pressure coming.
Hooker drops back. Backside pressure found his man, though. And touchdown Hokies. Keene with another score. Of the season.
I love the play design, misdirection, roll, Hooker to one side, sneak the tight end, Dalton Keene out the backside. Miami never saw it come. In Dalton Keene.
Dusty, we got N'Kosi Perry in the ball game. Hands it off on his first play to Mike Harley. And Harley put it on the ground, but they're going to say that he was down. Last play, Harley, the ball definitely came out.
100% out. No question.
That's going to be Virginia Tech football. Diablo was there to make the hit on the play for the Hokies.
Punched out with his left hand, balls on the sidelines. Wow. What a start for Bud Foster's defense, and a nightmare scenario unfolding here for Miami.
They had not turned the ball over.
The ball away and converting when you get it.
They fake the jet sweep. Hooker keeps it, breaks a couple of tackles, all the way down to the 2-yard line. There's a flag down as well, but Hooker put a great move on Shaq Quarterman. First and goal. On the jet sweep, another missed tackle. Touchdown Hokies. Mitchell with the score. Opportunistic defense. 3rd and 3. Perry, incomplete at midfield. Intended again for... On the handoff, this is McLeese. Got to the edge, got a seam. And cuts that front and defense in a nice gain. Good block.
Defense, big hole opens up off the left side. Good explosion through the hole by Deshaun McLeese. You mentioned it. Lasita Smith.
Have been starters since their freshman year. On 3rd and short, and the Hokies pick up the first down behind King. The Raiders, little quarterback draw. Hooker, another productive run inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. A bit more power. 2nd and 6. Backside heat. The pass complete to Mitchell. And that's going to be a first down. Rick Cohen added him on Twitter and said, hey, why not us, the alma mater at A&T? Right now he's with Virginia Tech. And they are going in for another score. Keene with his 2nd touchdown of the day. Got a great block from Mitchell for the touchdown. One more look at this run by Keene after the catch. Dusty will have the details on it after the break. There he is circled. Perry looks to him again. Incomplete. He was locked on him the whole way, Dusty. Reggie Floyd, again the defender. He's 6'3". N'Kosi Perry comes the other way. Into the end zone. And picked off for the 4th time today. Farley stings them again. 3rd and long. Hurricanes need to stop here. Here's the jet sweep. Robinson, the true freshman, nice run. Quarterman pushed him out of bounds. Man, he got a very favorable spot on the play.
I think it's going to be an extra 15 yards afterward.
Hooker keeps it and picks up the first down. What do you make of Hooker making his first start here?
For a sack? Come on. That's sweet. How about the guy knocking him down? He lands on his feet like a cat.
And what a sack. Great pursuit by Jalen Griffin. 18 years old, protecting your quarterback's blind side. Perry, they set up the screen. Harris out near midfield at the 48-yard line. Going to be short of the absolutely.
I mean, that's exactly how they coach him.
Perry under duress and sacked all the way back at the 45-yard line by Pollard. Good heat up front by the Hokies. Getting it 3rd down and 19. Backside pressure. Steps up, flag down, Perry down at the 43-yard line. Belmar beat Nelson, the starting left tackle, and we got a hold on the play.
Gonna be working up top. Working on Zion Nelson. Just beats him with a speed rush, gets the rip up. Definitely held him.
Hurricane defense had 3 3-and-outs in the 3rd quarter. They come with a little pressure. Hooker has a man wide open. Room service. Caught. Mitchell dragged down at the 2-yard line by Bolden.
Miami until this drive. Little rub there. Bolden gets caught. Mitchell wide open. Huge play.
Play well this afternoon. Big catch.
Huge play.
The police in the backfield. Hooker pulls it out. Touchdown. That's the 3rd one of the day for Keene.
Which leads to a little play action. Pass to Dalton Keene, Virginia Tech with a firm.
Knows how to recruit him. Miami going to try and run it here. DJ Dallas with nowhere to go. Play action, and Perry going to give up another sack. That offensive line giving up another sack. The 6th one of the afternoon. That time it was Jalen Griffin. Perry working out of the shotgun. Was looking to get rid of it quickly. Tried to spin out of trouble. And a late flag coming in. No launch, head
run to give the Hurricanes potentially their first lead of the ball game.
Bubba Baxa with the extra point. Dings it off the upright and blew it. Baxa can make up for that misfortune a moment ago with a good kickoff here, and he drills it all the way down to the 9-yard line. Keyshawn King on the return for the Hokies. And chopped down at the 35-yard line.
He has scored him into the end zone. What a play. What a game.
Hooker taking a shot up top. One-on-one coverage. What a catch. Over the shoulder by Hazelton. On 3rd and 5. Hooker has a man open. They left Keene all alone. That's the wrong guy to leave open. Keene on the loose and drilled at the 4-yard line. But 1st and goal with 1:36 to go.
Show it to you right here. He's going to come out here, and he's just going to come across. It's a beautiful play design, misdirection. Miami overflowed, went with it. Dalton Keene out the back door. Play calling today by Justin Fuente, setting up his quarterback, have been outstanding.
Hooker hands it off to McLeese. McLeese. Touchdown, Hokies. They go ahead.
That's an answer. Take a look and see if he gets in. I think that's a touchdown.
Yeah,
I don't think that there's going to be anything.
I think when his knee touched down, Dusty, the ball had already crossed the plane of the goal line.
Totally agree with that.
That looks like a touchdown.
I definitely don't think there'll be indisputable evidence to be able to overturn it.
For McLean, if it stands, that's his first rushing touchdown of the season and the 6th of his career. The ball is
There's the ball right there. Breaking the plane as his knee hits the ground. This call is going to be confirmed. I would have drive.
It's N'Kosi Perry's time. Lost the ball. It came loose.
He passed it.
2nd and 10 for Miami. Perry sends his man downfield. Osborne, incomplete. That ball underthrown and broken up the Hokies. What a chest smash it's been. Perry has plenty of time as they drop 8 for Jordan, and it's in comes the sticks to stop the clock. From the 36, Perry sets and throws it out of bounds. Tipped up, incomplete. Ball game, Hokies. The clock shows 0. But hold on, Manny Diaz says there's a second remaining.
I think there was. They went for Brevin Jordan on a post. It looked like Reggie Floyd was able to tip the ball. I think 1 second should be. Oh no. Okay.
They call game here in Miami Gardens.
Hooker, back to pass on 3rd down. Has time as a receiver. Hits his tight end Dalton Keene for the first down.
All ACC is looking to get back to that form starting today.
Hooker's going to run it himself up the middle. Spins for maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Again to King. Spins out of trouble initially. Brought down, picks up a couple. Hooker back to pass as a receiver. Wide open. That's King out of the backfield. Makes a move. Inside the 10. Down to the 5.
Watch him coming out of the backfield on the left side of your screen, and he just sneaks in behind the linebacker who doesn't take.
This one will be from 23 yards out. Put the Hokies on the board. Johnson connects, and Virginia Tech takes the opening kick, marches down the field. They'll get 3. They're up 3. Priori in the gun, getting out to Zoe Bryant, his tailback. Can Bryant get to the sticks? He cannot. Outstanding job by Dax Hollyfield and company to bring him down and force a punt. Good punt by Bartacci. Fair catch by Grimsley at his own 14. That's where Virginia Tech will take over when we come back. Hokies up 3 here early. Virginia Tech Notre Dame game could be a slate game if they take care of their business in the next 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only just because of taking care of their business right now, but the potential that this team has with so many young players. This is a Virginia Tech team that you look for a few years from now. You're going to see a lot of the same guys you're going to see today.
One of the upperclassmen, junior tight end Dalton Keene out of Littleton, Colorado. Look at this effort.
Watch him, look at his patience waiting for his blockers. Like, he's running that like a running back does. Good cut back.
Reverse. Fabian Robinson loses his footing, but not before he picks up yet another 1st down.
Robinson has emerged as the leading receiver for this Virginia Tech offense.
McLeese has a wide open gap inside the 30. Takes a hit down to the 20.
Tech came back to the sideline after that last drive and said, let's get physical with this URI defense.
5 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and goal now for the Hokies. Hooker back to pass, moving quickly to Hazelton. This time he hangs on.
On a defender on the left side of your screen. The matchup was against Rashad Dickerson this time. Last time Malik Wilder made a play, but Damon Hazelton comes down with the reception.
Fake to Brian Priori, now flushed out of the pocket. He'll get sacked. Alan Tisdale, 3rd and 2. Hooker's going to keep it, pick up the 1st down and more.
The ball on the ground with his rushing abilities.
King straight up the middle, a lot of room to roam. Bounces it outside in the 40. Oh, he's just tripped up. Malik Wilder maybe saved the score, but you see the explosive ability of Keyshawn King, 17 yards on the carry.
His blockers, watch the pullers come around, and he's able to just get in behind his big guys. It isn't even touched right until the very end. The shoestring tackle by Wilder.
Hooker quickly to Hazelton. 1 man to beat, and does. Down the sideline, inside the 15, the 10. He'll score.
up last week with a big touchdown at the end of the game. And right here, just a little stop route and uses his length. Give a stiff arm right into the end zone.
Rams empty the backfield on second down. Priori steps up. Finds a receiver for a first down. That's Isaiah Coulter.
He sees this pocket collapsing in around him on the side. It's only a three-man rush, but he escapes right up through the middle, finds the passing lane, and really accurate pass. This is the thing that quarterbacks struggle with a lot of time as they're running forward.
Pressure coming. Nice catch by Coulter. Ball batted down to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to capitalize on it, getting down within scoring range.
Parker with the Wildcat. Hands it to Bryant. He's dropped in the backfield. Alan Tisdale's having himself a day. Third down and goal. Priori over the middle. Out of the back of the end zone.
Well, you kind of knew it was either going to 6 or 8.
Now we get a late flag.
Ooh.
Fake to McLeese, tight end. Keene has it. Out near midfield, bangs through a defender. That fires up the Virginia Tech crowd for the Hokies.
Yeah, Javier Castilla, number 16 right there. He's new at playing this linebacker position off the ball. He's been a rush and linebacker most of his career. Leads the CAA in tackles with 52. He added another one right there.
Missed that one. McLeese is wide open. Inside the 30.
Watch number 16 again. Open field tackle. This is something that's very difficult.
Out all over Rhode Island to start this game. They were up 10-0, but Rhode Island came back, had a solid second quarter, and then scoring a touchdown on their first drive of the second half. Hazelton on the receiving end here outside the 30. Dancing his way to the 34. Virginia Tech just like that, out of trouble.
The defensive backfield. Look at him on the outside of the screen. Just a quick stopper. Ooh, nice move. Just came to camp with a duffel bag and a smile, and that has not changed since.
Third down. Hooker trying to go up top to Robinson. Heck of a catch. Heck of a catch by Robinson.
In the backfield. And as he got drilled, he just laid the ball up there perfectly. Playing press man on the outside.
Hooker has room to run. He has a blocker in front, too. Uses the blocker inside the 10. Spins to the 6. Looking to go quickly. Hooker keeps it to his tight end, Keene, who scores.
Dalton Keene starts in the backfield and comes across the screen. Really tough on the linebacker's eyes. Really good play design. And Dalton Keene.
Hooker's going to keep it. He'll pick up the first down. Fake to McLeese. As a receiver wide open, that's Robinson. Inside the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 32.
URI brings press from the left side of your screen. And Hooker sees it. Picked up really well by running back and Dalton Keene, tight end.
That's a carry for another first down by Keyshawn King.
Funny, they give away families some of the worst tickets in the stadium. They're way up there.
That's purposely done. There's McLeese. He's got a lot more room to run here. Inside the 5, lowers his shoulder. Brought down, but it'll be first and goal for the Hokies. Interesting formation here. Low snap. McLeese gets it. He'll score. Get Miami.
Bring 4.
Incomplete. Caleb Warren, the tight end, the intended receiver. Javon Quillen on the... Priori going to the end zone. Incomplete. Ed Lee was the intended receiver.
Pass. Really good catch by Aaron Parker.
Pressure now coming. Priori can't avoid it. That's Shamari Connor again. Time and time again, we have seen Connor in the backfield.
Tim on the outside, able to come right in here, confuse the offensive protection. Coming out, he's actually lined up at corner, which he's not usually at. But because of the condensed formation that URI came out in, he was able to find that path to the quarterback.
11th play of this drive for the Rams. Priori goes to the end zone in the double coverage, almost picked. Priori tries to squeeze it in and can't. Hooker's going to take off and run with it. Spins his way close to the marker. I think he might have gotten there. He did. In on 100 yards of total offense. Handoff. McLeese has all kinds of room. Fights his way into Ram territory. Down at the 45.
URI has to know that they're running the ball, but Virginia Tech's doing a good job of getting pullers up on the linebackers. And McLeese is following him, following his block.
McLeese again, way over 100 yards on this one now, inside the 30. Down to the 20-yard line, still churning those feet.
See if he can capitalize right here.
Big, powerful back, gets the handoff again, keeps his feet outside. 10, 5, to the pylon, touchdown.
Well, Justin Fuente.
You think he likes what he sees on that play?
I think that's what he might have hoped for. His pads in front and just launch into the end zone for the touchdown. Good for you, young man.
Look to see if this foot, see his right foot going out of bounds?
Yeah.
Where was he when that right foot skidded across the turf? Right, this foot right there. Where's the ball? Doesn't look like it's in.
Looks just short to me.
They are reviewing it as they do on all scoring plays. He's already made one from 22 yards.
Stat sheets, two quarterbacks who can play some really good football.
Third down for the Rams. Priori's going to go down. Rob Porcher alongside Mario Kendricks.
Yeah, and watch him do a little twist stunt inside. The two big boys just get pressure right up the middle. And that's a result. I mean, URI is having to throw the ball way downfield. It's just taking too long.
Patterson and Gary, two certainly members of this Virginia Tech offense that we hope to see for years to come, and Hokie fans hope to see from years to come as well. Justin Fuente, Jim Fleming meet at midfield.
To fly around too fast, a little misdirection, okey doke, and a first down just like that.
Hooker is credited with 39 carries this season.
Pause up here on another big third down.
3rd and goal. Howell backpedaling. He's got all day. Trying to extend this play and throw on the run near the 2-yard line, and it's incomplete. Virginia Tech, second best of the ACC on 3rd down, 51%. Hooker's going to try to do it, diving forward past the 35-yard line, and that is good enough for the first.
Chance to shake around and wiggle. Go right at it.
Newsom, the deep man. Bradburn, the punt. That'll bounce near the 3-yard line. The Hokies kept it alive. That ball did not break the plane of the goal line, and they have downed it inside the 5.
Armani Chapman with the hustle. Look at that. Huge play on.
Came in just 8th in the conference on 3rd down. Howell. Again, that's Green against Farley. That's 3 on 3.
Wouldn't be surprised if they win one that they shouldn't here the rest of the way. I just didn't realize it would be right away.
This is Turner. Got past the first man down that sideline. In school history, he's in his 4th season now, and his team is 4-2 and 1-2 in conference play. And they've got a first down at the 45-yard line thanks to Deshaun McLeese. Hooker, the pump and the throw. Wide open man is Trey Turner. In stride, trying to get to the end zone. It's a touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Lunch Pail D and the Hokie O.
Yeah, the LPD got a big stop, forced a punt, and taking advantage of it. The Hokie.
Wish the Edmonds brothers all the best in the National Football League. And the Grand Marshal of the parade, Hooker, is the Grand Marshal of that run. Up near the 30-yard line. Storm Duck had to cut him down.
Put it in his hands and go. Look at that offensive line. The youngsters, everybody getting up and moving.
10-4 record in his first season for Justin Fuente. Hooker tried to spin away from Miles Dorn, the senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Win last Saturday against the University of Rhode Island, 34-17, most recent game for the Hokies. Up towards midfield, it's Deshaun McLeese. 15 yards, shaking and moving his way.
Yeah, speaking of shakes, doing a good job of wow. And you know what? I mean, it's Chad.
12-3 against the Tar Heels as ACC opponents. Hooker still got it. He's got some room. Bashes his way to the 40-yard line and close to another first down. A 98-yard drive and a 2-point conversion to win it 22-19 last year. Hooker. Inside the 5. James Mitchell went up to get it. Over Storm Duck. Goal Tech.
Well, UNC doesn't quite bite like they did earlier on the double pump. The coverage is there, but a little too late and a little too big. James Mitchell, 6'3", 252. He goes up and high points this ball. And how about the throw by Hooker to make sure he puts it up there?
To the goal line. McLeese in for the touchdown for Virginia Tech from 2 yards away.
Deshaun McLeese had the game winner in Miami. Scores a great big one here with 3:29 left in the second quarter.
And the Hokies made it to that ACC championship game back in 2016. Pressure on Howell. He gets it away. Hewitt was right up in his grill.
Boy, he's going to be lucky. They may drop a flag here for grounding. He wasn't outside the tackle box, and they will. And again, guys running free. Confusing that offensive front. There's Hewitt. The Venice High School Indian down in southwest Florida. Venice haven't brought extra guys. It's been a 3 or 4 man rush. It'll bring 3.
Howell wants to throw it. Near the 20 incomplete. Up to the 25 for Corrales. Well short of the marker. McLeese turns the corner into Tar Heel territory and near the 40-yard line as Dorn made the tackle.
Young, this offensive line, but they've done an excellent job here the last couple series of getting up and moving in unison and then getting up to... I keep coming back to it.
7 rushes and 55 yards from McLeese. They fake it to him. This time, the receiver is open and it's Dalton Keene. Inside the 25-yard line.
Third and goal with 24 ticks remaining before halftime.
He's got 8 TD passes on the season. Floats it to the end zone. The catch is made by Hazelton for a touchdown. Incredible grab from Hazelton and a Hokie score.
Nice little fade. The blitz was coming. You got the new guy in there. Let's put the heat on him. And he puts it right on the money for Hazelton. Damon Hazelton was targeted 14 times last week. He's been banged up a little bit. The junior is a big deep ball threat right here. And here it's just a nice little touch in the night away after that one. And made it seem like it was the right thing to do, get back into ball.
Willis. That's what he's talking about. Up near midfield to Trey Turner.
He walked up now on 3rd down and long.
2 for 5 on 3rd down. Little screen pass. McLeese. Inside the 30. Deshaun McLeese. Ross with the tackle.
9. They do an excellent job of reading screen. Watch the bodies go. They've got him. They've got him bottled up, right? Hides behind a couple big bodies and then scoots out, comes back across the grain. What an incredible play by this. Got to get just past that 30-yard line.
That incompletion snapped a string of 5 straight passes. Completed by Howell, and he's down. Pollard, the sack for the Hokies.
There in Apopka, Florida, that's where Warren Sapp's from, former Miami Hurricane. And look at the freshman, Pollard.
From his goal line, Grimsley awaits the punt. Backpedals inside the 35. 42-yard line for Grimsley.
This year, and the difference it made.
Howell has to get rid of it.
Oh my goodness. How can they not throw a flag right there? Wow.
He had a targeting penalty against Rhode Island last week. This is going to be Surratt on the fake. Doesn't get there.
Ooh. There's a flag.
Flag comes out after the play as we approach 6 p.m. Blacksburg time. Patterson up near midfield. They'll mark him at the 49. It's a first down for Patterson as Ford made the tackle.
And here by Patterson, looking down the field, nothing there. Actually, it's a design run as Austin Cannon, who's in there for less of this little bit of the circus look with guys walking around, trying to confuse.
Patterson, hole on the left side. Bouncing inside the 40. Sticks are rolling for the Hokies. And 10 yards for Patterson. Patterson down near the 20. First down, Virginia Tech.
So Zach Gill, his backup, they're in along that defensive line now to replace him.
9th play of the drive. Second passing attempt is a completion from Patterson to Hazelton. Inside the 10 of the 8. Brian Johnson in for the field goal attempt. 23 yards away. 5 of 7 on the season. And now 6 of 8. Brian Johnson gets 3 out of the drive for Virginia Tech.
Bottom of the barrel last season, they flipped that around, and thanks in large part to this freshman.
Carter caught it with a big hit from Diablo and a loss of 3.
Took a little while to develop. Diablo knew exactly where to go, heating it up. And
Howell gets dragged to the turf. Jared Hewitt, 3rd sack of the game. Hokies.
Well, Hewitt, the captain there on defense. Look at him come. He's from Venice, Florida, the sharp-tooth capital of the world down there, Casper.
13 sacks in their last 3 games for the Hokies. Howell steps up, launches this one. Groves was the closest North Carolina receiver. Hezekiah Grimsley, number 6, waits back at his 45. Wants the fair catch, and just beyond the 40-yard line, made by...
Still plenty of time for Patterson and company. They can't force it and try to get it all right now, but they get a big hitter, don't they?
And a first down at the 47-yard line for Virginia Tech. Patterson turns it upfield. Patterson all the way to the house. Quincy Patterson, the 3rd for the touchdown.
Look at this young offensive line getting a hat on a hat. Surratt takes the chance, comes knifing through, misses, and so do a few others with the wrong angles. And Quincy Patterson, the big man at 250 pounds, can go. Answering right away, just like that. Plenty of football left to play.
They'll try to get it on the ground, and it won't happen. Antonio Williams denied. Rashard Ashby.
Watch 25, get off the spot, come meet him and stand him right up. An excellent job.
Howell takes off. Not quite to the 25 for Howell as he ran into Ashby. 4 yards on the play. Twice in this half, North Carolina came back to take the lead. Virginia Tech came back to tie it up. And Howell gets wrapped up. Pollard makes the play in a loss of 1.
And also, it's going to get a little tricky here if you don't get a first down.
5 of 13 on 3rd down. Howell tries to get out of that pocket and he can't do it. Hewitt led the way defensively, a loss of 3.
It'll be Patterson that just looks like take a knee and take us into OT.
That's where we're going. Be the longest make of the season for Brian Johnson. From 38 yards away. Johnston is good. Second field goal of the game. Penalty markers on the field. Howell looking. Takes off. Just inside the 15 as Hewitt was chasing him. All loss of 1. 3rd and long. Just did get the snap away. Michael Carter on the run. Maybe a yard as Ashby was.
Fuentes, Hokies, trying to get their 3rd win in a row.
So in this second overtime, North Carolina will possess the ball first. Patterson, the pass to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown and a flag on the play. Hazelton. And what a pass from Patterson.
Man coverage, Greg Ross, who's had some trouble. And look at that pass as we get a closer look at it. It's a one-handed catch with Ross hanging all over him. The flag that was declined, he still had him wrapped up. He had no choice but to make it a one-handed grab.
18-yard TD toss. Patterson to Hazelton. The extra point is good. There is no gain as Ashby makes the tackle of Williams.
So a 1st and 20 now.
Hand off Williams. Submarines his way down to the 22 or 3. 21 all. 2nd and long. Williams hops in the air down to the 20.
Can't be willy-nilly holding on to that football right now. Most important thing is to keep it.
Williams for 3. Williams from 35 yards away. Ruggles to win it for Carolina. In triple overtime.
No.
It's no good. Outside of the right pipe from 35 yards away. 5 touchdown passes in the game for the freshman for Carolina. And this is our 4th overtime. Newsom out of bounds.
A 3rd down and 7.
That's Groves in motion. Howell buying time but has to throw it away. 44 yards for Ruggles and the lead. Deflected. Blocked by Virginia Tech. They blocked the 44-yard attempt from Ruggles. The 2-point try in our 5th overtime for North Carolina to win it. They're going to Carter, and he gets stopped. Khalil Ladler had it red all the way.
Immediately. Boom. Again, time and time again.
Overtime number 6. First crack at it for North Carolina from the 3. Howell through the progression. Puts on the brakes. It's Ladler again. Denies Howell.
But now the redshirt freshman, who hasn't had much action at all, with a chance to win it.
Patterson to the end zone. Drives his way in. Virginia Tech has won it in 6 overtimes.
Notre Dame football, presented by Coca-Cola.
Good afternoon. It is a cold and a bit gray Saturday here in South Bend. The backdrop for an important day in this 2019 Notre Dame football season. Undefeated in their last 15 at home, and they need to be home to find that comeback mode. Here come the Irish. Second time in South Bend for Hokie Nation. Here comes Virginia Tech. 5 at the 17. 5 in the pattern. Book throws an interception, his third of the season. Picked off by Dax Hollifield, the sophomore from Shelby, North Carolina.
Just doesn't see Hollifield, I guess. He's looking out to the right. Really doesn't have a throw. He's going to be looking out to the right here on the route. Komet in the flat, he doesn't have it, but he's getting pressure, so he wheels to throw what is normally his outlet throw to the flat and just turns it loose right into the chest of Hollifield.
To gain more for the run. Irish running around a little bit on defense with Owusu Koromoa trying to get to the right spot. 4th and 4, and the throw is caught by Hazelton. Out of bounds at the 9 in front of Dante Vaughn. 1st and goal for Virginia Tech. It's a gain of a dozen. Rush the passer and also make some tackles.
Which means you're definitely in man-to-man coverage.
3rd and goal. And Patterson will toss again. Ends up. Hazelton comes up with it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Hazelton created space, but makes the catch from Patterson and takes an extra point for a tie game.
Well, he's on the outside again. He does a great job body position while he's seeing the ball. A little bit of a push off, but he's just waiting for the ball. When the receiver can see the ball thrown, he's at such an advantage. He gets his head around and breaks on it easily.
3 tight ends in the game. Turn and hand. Armstrong lost the football right into the hands of Devin Hunter. No, check that. It's Divine Diablo. Diablo going all the way. Sudden turn of events. Touchdown Tech. What a play! Rashard Ashby hit him, and Divine Diablo goes 98 yards. And the Virginia Tech defense, little old school Beamer ball. Defense and special teams score. And this time it's the D, and this time it's the junior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Diablo. It's on the back end with those receivers. Trey Turner, 11. Damon Hazelton, 14. This is 2nd and 11. Patterson throws it. It's complete. Hazelton hauled it in through the middle of the field. At midfield, he's brought down in Irish territory at the 48-yard line. He's made everything under 40. And he's missed all 4 40 plus. This is 44. It is good. So one shy of the longest field goal of Brian Johnson's career. That's what you were alluding to before the half. Use their speed and their young eyes against them. Book, shot play, end zone, Claypool, underthrown and intercepted. It is Diablo again. What a day for Divine Diablo. Book now counting on the Irish defense to come up with a stop. After the injury, it's a keeper for the quarterback, and Patterson turns it upfield across the 20. A powerful run for the young man, the redshirt freshman from Chicago, to the 26-yard line. Diving down quick. 3rd and 3 here to start this 4th for the Hokies. And Quincy Patterson looking left and going for Trey Turner again. Turner caught it, spun around Pride. Turner inside the 15, all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's 1-on-1. It's been that way throughout. Turner only has to win a few to make a big play. 52 on that.
What a play on the ball by Turner running that fade. And you run the fade from the slot to create more space on the outside, but great job by Troy Pride seeing the ball, fighting, doing everything he can, but Turner's length goes up, makes the play. Huge play for Virginia Tech. Both guys eyeing the ball. You can't be in any better position.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt for Brian Johnson for a 6-point lead. And he bangs it through. So the big play, the 52-yard pass to Turner, keys back for John Parker Romo's kickoff. 20-14, Hokies. Hokies retreats, takes it into the end zone, and takes a knee.
Wow, that was close.
Really close. Very close to fielding it in the field of play and taking it back into the end zone.
I'm sure someone's going to take a peek at that.
The Virginia Tech sideline is jumping and hollering. They're all over. Let's watch. This is looking right down the goal line as Keys makes that catch and hops back in.
After further review, the receiver caught the ball at the 1 yard line. His momentum took him into the end zone. Therefore, the ball will be placed at the 1 yard line, 1st and 10.
From the 18 to the hands of Fink. Catches it, but he was held on to right away, and nothing more was going to happen after that. And Doerr's kick is no good. He missed it to the right. It was drifting that way.
Line of success at Wake Forest. Toe meets leather, and we're underway here at Lane Stadium. Darius Wheatley at his own 4. Gets hammered inside the 20. Took it out to about the 18 before Kenneth Dix drops him.
They can do so much with this core back healthy.
McLeese out of the backfield takes the swing pass, makes a man miss. He's going to pick up enough for the first down. 3 receivers in a bunch set at the top of your screen. 3rd down and 3. Turner, can he pick up the yardage? He does, and a whole lot more. They get past midfield. Spot for the Hokies. Hooker's going to try to carry it. Following McLeese in the hole, and he'll pick up the first down. Still on his feet before going out of bounds at the 32.
Be the best on the field any given day, and Hooker's starting off really well.
Turner inside the 10. He'll pick up a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Hokies.
Going through the uprights.
35-yard attempt by Johnson. And he splits the uprights. Virginia Tech on a long opening drive in this game. On the board first. 3-0 Hokies lead.
Ton of success on offense.
3rd down and 3 for Newman and company. Newman chased out of pocket. He's going to be sacked. Emmanuel Belmar got him his 4th of the year, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Is going to come off the edge right here. It's just going to get right past the offensive line. A good job of using speed to power when you...
Newman looking to throw. Couldn't hook up with Hinton. And it'll force a 4th down and a field goal attempt, presumably by Skitch.
But Hooker said, I'm just going to throw it as hard as I can. And if my guy catches it, great. If not, it'll be incomplete.
Springs out of the first. Can't get out of the second. About 4 yards on the return. Devin Hunter. 3rd and 11. Newman with time. Gets it to Hinton. He's going to be dropped, though, short of that first down marker.
And then bounce out afterwards. He went to a gap that wasn't there.
Now looking for Virginia Tech trying to go quickly. And it's going to work for him. James Mitchell, the tight end, gets a first down. King coming in motion. Hooker keeps it. A lot of room to run up the middle. And he'll pick up a first down near midfield. Hooker rolling. Into his tight end, Mitchell. A lot of room. Tripped up, but he doesn't get tripped up until he gets to the 36-yard line. He's fired up. Hokies are moving the football.
Watch right here. You get the block and then the late release. The other tight end's coming around, and Hendon Hooker is going to roll with no edge blocker. That's the naked part of the bootleg. He's going to be rolling out around there. It's always a risk you take if the defense just comes hell-bent for leather to hit your core. Get the ISO on the bottom.
Hooker out to King. First down and more. He'll carry it to the 20. Chase Jones tackles him there. First down, Hooker.
Of the offensive threat that Jamie Newman and Stacey Rod bring, you'll settle for field goals because you know a lot of points can be scored on the other end. They'll have a chance to do that.
Forrest back on offense. Fake to Carney. Newman nowhere to go. He'll get dropped for a loss. Nick Skiba kicking off for the Deeks' first lead of the game. An opportunity for John King turning his first kick of the day. And he'll set Virginia Tech up a good field position.
Another scoring drive.
Boy, Oscar Bradburn, this guy, Ray Guy, watch list. Big weapon for Virginia Tech driving. Hitting back to his 5. Makes the catch. Gets out to the 12.
Stay there.
Just 3 more minutes and you'll be good.
What a break for the defense, not having to defend him as well from that corner position. Willie Taggart, him stepping in as the interim head coach. Good for them to get a win.
Hooker finds Hazelton. Makes a move. He isn't forced out of bounds until he gets to the 40. That's a 25-yard pitch and catch. Doesn't avoid it. Hooker, pressure comes. Picked up. Got Hazelton. That's a first down. Opportunity for Wake Forest to put some points on the board here with 19 seconds left to go. Got to get something here, though. Newman flushed. He's going to get brought down. Eli Adams, along with Taiwan Garba.
And pressure off the bottom of your screen.
Newman fakes to Carney. Trying to get to Surratt. Waller was on the coverage. 4th down. Dom Maggio with the kick for Wake Forest. The true freshman Travian Robinson back to receive it. Good kick by Maggio. Drives Robinson back to his 17. He'll have room to run it though. Skips a tackle. 40. 45, close to midfield. Hokie Forest territory. Just a yard away from being back in Wake territory. All kinds of time for Hooker. Great catch. Trey Turner went up to get it in traffic. Another first down for the Hokies.
Healthy and does a great double move on the outside to find his way right to the sideline.
Grimsley in motion. Hooker, a lot of room up the middle. Inside the 15, down to the 12. First down for the Hokies.
Run it, but they brought pulling guard right there, and then a little delay, and just a quarterback draw right up the middle, and really good job getting to the second level by
1st and 5 for the Hokies. Hooker looking to throw. Now he'll take it down and run. He's got blocked in front of him. That's McLeese. Close to the sticks. 5 on the carry.
Every yard is valuable.
It's 1st and 10 now, so new set of downs for the Hokies. McLeese squirts his way through. Touchdown.
Line up in their big man package, short yardage, and he stretches that ball out. Looks like it crosses the plane before any other body part touches the ground right there. And he gets the ball in for the touchdown.
Hall of Fame, and I said Bud Foster would be a perfect first one to ever do that because he's meant so much to college football.
You like seeing this, don't you?
How about this?
There's Trey Turner. Look at that speed. Inside the 20. We had a defensive slugfest in the first half. All of a sudden, now we're going up and down the field.
Exactly. People made some halftime adjustments, I believe.
But you saw the unbalanced line, 2 wide receivers on the ball at the top of the screen, and they pulled the guard and tackle away from the run to get the defense's eyes going one way. And Coach, you get the defense's eyes going another way, you hit them back the other way. The old rope-a-dope.
Yeah.
Really good job right there.
Of you back in your playing days. Give to McLeese. He's got room. He'll get inside the 10, down to the 6. It'll be 1st and goal for Virginia Tech.
So appreciated to the coaching staff here, Justin, and the whole staff for it truly is an honor.
And you're pleased to see that. That's McLeese. Great patience in the backfield, and the hole opened up wide, and he just went right through it.
Really good job by Hendon Hooker. Carrying out this ball fake widens those 2 defenders.
Clemson or Wake Forest again in the ACC Championship game. Randy Deeks responds. The pressure came up the middle, and Deshaun Crawford was there to pick it off.
Right here, ID this man. Watch him press up the field. Realized that he wasn't going to get to the quarterback, drop off for a quarterback spy. That's so difficult for Jamie Newman to see him. He counts him in the pass rush and feels like he can just dump it out by getting skinny, getting through there and putting pressure.
Johnson 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3 on the night. From 35 yards out, Hokies extend their lead. Newman. He's going to get sacked. Eventually, he's going to go down. And he does at the 35.
Really big. He's 6'4", 240. And just Jamari Connor's trying to bring him down. He tries to hand it off right there at the end to Cade Carney, but it really heads up play by Cade Carney. Poor block to get your quarterback sacked. But then you try to make them. Sometimes you start overthinking things. All year you hand the ball off to Cade Carney up the middle, and then he's trying to get to the edge right to the blitz.
David Robinson, nice return after a long punt from Dom Macker. Now with the lead from his own 20. Looking to throw. Has his tight end. That's Mitchell. 35, 40. Right at midfield and a first down for the Hokies.
And Hendon Hooker's finding him with the ball.
And big old number 54 was lined up as a receiver. Hazelton takes it, though, and he'll pick up 10 yards.
Tight end, backside, who looked like an offensive tackle.
King, great move at the second level. 17 yards.
Breath and cover your ankles. Boom, right there, because they are going to get broken by this man. Oh, man. That is not something.
Second down and 7. Looking to throw. Hazelton gets by one tackler to the 10. Makes a move inside the 5. Right to the goal line. And they're going to rule him out of bounds at the 1.
Sideline changed the play. They saw the cushion. We've been seeing it all night. Isang Bessie just is off too much from the wide receiver. And you get it in his hands and watch what he can do with it. Oh, that, I mean, just, I don't know how you do that. It's great, but you see the knee hit down right before the ball. They have all night.
It's Mitchell, and he'll score.
And of course not, Mark. Everything. And right there, James Mitchell, I mean, he can do a little bit of everything. These tight ends, Dalton Keene and James.
Net in the backfield. Can't do anything this time. He'll lose a yard. In motion. Newman's going to try and run it again. Nothing doing.
He comes.
Incomplete. Tried to get it to Hinton over the middle, and it's a turnover on downs. 100 yards rushing on the day. You got to think players like this man right here, Deshaun McLeese, who spins out of tackle to the 40, first down, and that'll help run some more clock. 2 other receivers out. Wake Forest 91 yards away. Newman, pressure comes, ball's in the air, and it's intercepted. Dax Hollifield with the pick. How about that?
Taiwan Garbett loops around from his end position. And he knocks that ball, flutters in the air, and Dax Hollifield, who's on a blitz, saw the ball in the air. His eyes went directly to it, and concentration to come down with it. Another interception from Virginia Tech defense.
And another touchdown for Hooker. And Hooker finished it off. All Hokies late. Your All-American receiver, Sage Surratt. You're saying to yourself, look, I'm not going to risk an injury to Newman or another one of my starters right now in the final 4 minutes of this game, down 3 scores.
Wake Forest season right now. And Dave Clawson decided to just throw in the towel. And
Bowers trying to find Jones, and it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down.
They were honoring him pregame. Just celebrating the birth of his 4th grandson, spending time with his family once this is over, but they have an ACC championship to win first, and you see that lunch pail defense has been so iconic, represented so much to so many players.
John Parker Romo will kick it off for Virginia Tech. Wanye Thomas, Tobias Oliver back to receive for the Yellow Jackets, and this game will begin 1st and 10. Moving into the starting lineup, and Jalen Camp got hurt. Graham keeps it. And he's not going to get to the marker. met by Jamari Connor with a boom.
Tech sorting that out and limiting his opportunity to get the first down.
Presley Harvin kicks it away, and fair catch called for by Tavion Robbins. Foster overall in his 33rd year at Virginia Tech. He's got a few regular season games left, and then who knows, maybe a ACC title game. As Graham flips it, it's incomplete.
For Graham to make a throw, just did not recognize the coverage. Had man coverage and a shallow drag that was wide open.
Tremendous hang time on that kick. But here comes the electric Tavion Robinson. And he will trip up. Second team All-ACC was Hazleton a year ago. The reverse. This is Robinson, and he's got a lot of green in front of him. Tavion Robinson inside Georgia Tech territory, out of bounds around the 22.
Fake the reverse on the screen on third down, the last play. Now they come back with the reverse. Hendon Hooker out trying to get a block. Been here a lot defensively, but teams are only converting 53% of the time touchdowns.
Hooker zips it to the perimeter. This is Turner. Second and goal. Hooker up the middle. Touchdown. The signal from the line judge, and Virginia Tech strikes first.
By the back, you see McLeese is going to lead him up in the hole, and then Hooker is able to pop.
Third down and short. Graham throws, and it's dropped. Incomplete.
One on the young receiver in Kalani Norris. Youngster out of Miami. Got to come back to the football.
Fair catch signaled for and made by Tavion Robinson. Hooker claps his hands, looks to throw. Deep down the sideline. Trey Turner makes the catch over the shoulder, right in front of the Georgia Tech bench.
Pressure, Trey Swilling one-on-one on the outside, and this is just a fade route, go route down the sideline. And how good is that throw by Hendon Hooker? Drops it right down the chimney chute to Trey Turner.
From the Georgia Tech 34, Patterson keeps it up the middle. He's got the first down and more. On a 3rd and 8, he runs for 19.
One thing this kid can do is Patterson is 6'4", 245 pounds.
Get out of my way.
He can do this.
15-yard run for Patterson, and now Hooker. Back in there. Fakes the handoff to Turner. Pressure coming. He gets the screen off, and look at this. Georgia Tech prevents him from scoring, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Walton, the corner. When he caught this, Evan, I stuck my hands in here. It's a touchdown. They caught him in a pressure look. King's got all the blockers out in front. And you look up and say, wait a minute. Hey, Damon Hazleton, get a block for me, will you? But what a play by the freshman corner.
Similar spot to where Hooker run it in. This time it is Keyshawn King rumbling into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Give King the payoff. Excellent call on the screen play to catch Georgia Tech in the pressure. An opportunity to go ahead and shove it in the end zone. Just power play straight up the middle. Very similar to the quarterback run, only this time it's King carrying the football and really goes in pretty much untouched. It kind of really showed, hey, this guy's got some skills now.
It's hard to impress former quarterback Dave Archer, but he was watching film, and you said last year watching him warm up, you were impressed with the arm. Meanwhile, this Hokies defense is pretty impressive too. Long again.
Yeah, this is just a sweep play, kind of a zone read type play. Graham could have kept
44 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Hooker back to the air. This one's complete. First down and more. It's James Mitchell spun down at the 47. Amazing what the Hokies have done, considering their struggles in August and September, the way they've played in October and now in November. 14-0. They start the second quarter with a big play. Trey Turner down the sideline. He'll nearly.
Virginia Tech is the wide receivers carry the ball almost as much as the backs do. Turner, this is 15th carry on the year, so he's not a stranger to the jet sweep. Just a nice job of creating a crease for him on the outside. You see Darashaw, 77, get out in front. Also, Austin Cannon out there.
4th and 1. Hooker, first down, touchdown.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
They're making it look pretty easy.
Flash to the back out to the flat, which widens one defender. He has to go with him.
Marion Brown in motion. It's outside for Oliver. We were talking with Dave Patno, the offensive coordinator, and nowhere to go there.
Watch Shamari Connor, number 9. He's actually blocked, maybe even held by the tight end, Tyler.
5 tackles last year. He's closing in on 100 tackles this year. And in the wild jacket formation, that did not go well from the start. Snap through Jordan Mason's legs. Quick penetration from Divine Diablo.
9-yard run on first down. Got a negative play on the second down, and then you snap the ball through the legs.
Hooker keeps it, throws it. James Mitchell has a lot of room to run. Across midfield and into Jackets territory for the sophomore tight end.
Two-way go here. They got a bootleg play on. And David Curry, number 90, gets caught back to the inside. Not sure. He's in and rake that ball out with the right arm, right hand.
Marion Brown standing at his 10, awaiting the punt from Bradburn. And that's Hokie special teams for you right there.
It's a workman mentality every day like I have never seen before.
Oh, yeah. Graham throwing from his end zone. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley thinking 6. Touchdown for that Bud Foster defense, and it's Farley with a pick 6, 17-yard return.
Young corner that started from his very first game against Virginia Tech, or against Florida State as a freshman. This is his 6th career interception, his 4th this year. He's an amazing defensive coordinator, one of the best that's ever done.
Graham loses the football. Virginia Tech had a chance to pick it up. Deshaun Crawford forced it loose.
Juwan Garbutt is the defensive end now. The ball gets scraped out. Got to take care of the ball in traffic. If you're Graham, that's another thing you got to learn. But right there, Garbutt's got to scoop and score. And you talk about taking some grief from the film session on Monday. Yeah, he got stripped.
And then Virginia Tech played in the first quarter and has run away with this thing early. And this is James Mitchell again down the sideline. And he'll take it inside the 10 for the Hokies.
Worn out on this 3-count screen. See, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3 release out in front, the offensive line. This time it's to the tight end. They've screened to the back.
It's amazing. Quarterbacks make throwing the football look so easy when you see someone else do it.
Well, we've all thrown bad interceptions, but you'd rather have your quarterback doing it than your wide receiver.
Ashby delivered the lick on Graham. First and 10. Graham hit as he throws. Ball up in the air like a fair catch. Holyfield intercepts it. And the Hokies take over on another Graham pick.
Originally, see the pass rush coming off the left side. Looked like there might have been a hold there, but he fought through that.
Manuel Belmar brought the pressure and his first sack of the season last week against Wake.
Well, it's a crushing blow. Does not allow the arm to come through.
Virginia Tech back in the CPI security red zone for the 5th time today. On 3rd and short, McLeese up the middle. Will set up a first and goal from the 7. See if Curry can make a play. That throw to a wide open man. It's James Mitchell for the touchdown.
Let's take a look here in coverage, and it looked like maybe Tariq Carpenter got a little bit lost in coverage, or maybe a nice stretch run here with a couple of games left. You mentioned Pitt and Virginia coming up.
It is he throws, and Graham fires incomplete on 3rd down.
Graham in that shotgun situation where he's dropping the throw every down.
Returnable. Here comes Robinson. Makes a man miss, trying to cross the field, and he ran a long way, but did not gain very much. Rob Fuente joked that he owns the only Hokie flag in Pawhuska, small town Oklahoma. He says he lives and dies with every Hokies game, still married to Justin's grandmother, who's 92. Georgia Tech offense, then led by Paul Johnson. Now Dave Patno, the OC for Jeff Collins. Yates steps up, pulls it down, and meets college contact in the form of 3 Hokie defenders.
He wasn't the only one. He'll get credit for the loss and the interceptions, but he wasn't the only one that struggled offensively.
Patterson took a look, but he had given the ball away to King. Patterson to throw. Wide open down the sideline, complete. Keyshawn King. And he'll go inside the 15-yard line for another chunk play for the Hokies offense.
In coverage, it's a little wheel route down the sideline, and he just gets lost. It looks like Dominic might have been in coverage with it. There shouldn't be any call on that.
Up the middle and into the end zone goes Quincy Patterson. He's a bulldozer of a quarterback.
Something that Justin Fuente's offense has always had is that quarterback power coming downhill with the big quarterback.
And the narrative is going to be, after a magical, perfect script last weekend, the defense, who knows, 15 minutes away from a shutout here on the road.
Is arguably the greatest defensive coordinator in college football history, but it certainly would be a storybook ending if they can finish it the way they're talking about finishing it.
From the 20-yard line, Tavion Robinson takes it to about the 39.
Second team players are in the game, as has Georgia Tech.
Yates under pressure. Shows some escapability until he's brought down by Alan Tisdale.
It's immediate pressure through the middle. Just a quick win to the middle of the field, and I'm not sure what was going on up front. Georgia Tech kind of turned.
From Carter after the catch, and that is Georgia Tech's longest play of the day, and they'll lose a few on the next one. Christian Malloy brought down by Holyfield.
Has been all over the field today as a number of the second-level defenders, but here he is just on a run-through by the linebacker.
They did in the past under Paul Johnson offensively. Triple option to the pro spread, and Alan Tisdale nearly had a pick six of his own.
Good for Yates and a heck of an effort by the young man to get the first down.
So the Yellow Jackets keep it, and welcome to college football, Jordan Yates.
Wild now. Got a young quarterback and a young linebacker, and he's introduced himself a couple of times to Yates. And all of them are trying to get to the ball.
Here's a deep shot down the sideline, and nothing doing.
Now they're going to back out of it. They called off the blitz. It's going to come from the other side.
Here comes Yates. Got away from the first man, but not another. And that's Virginia Tech's fourth sack of the game. Deshaun Crawford with his second of the year. Turnover on downs as Crawford, last week's ACC line. We saw Jamias and Jalen interact on the field during a spot of a fourth down call earlier. This is Caleb Stewart. Ingle guilty of the 5-yard penalty, at least in the officials' eyes. And here's Stewart maintaining his balance down the sideline. He steps out of bounds, though. It'll be marked at the 9, first and goal, Virginia Tech.
Third freshman, Evan mentioned, from Jacksonville, Florida, Ed White High School. Had just under 1,000 yards rushing last year, 9 touchdowns.
Winding down, they snap it before it expires. Yates looking for the tight end, Davis. That ball dislodged by Chapman. Jordan Yates, in relief of James Graham, zips it down the sideline, and it's incomplete.
Potentially playoff-bound Clemson Tiger team who's taking apart your Wake Forest Demon Deacons right now.
And I'll say this. The Griffin brothers, they'll go head-to-head again next year, presumably. But Jalen Griffin and the Hokies win this battle in Atlanta 45-0.
Keyshawn King back deep, watches it go through the back of the end zone. It'll be first down and 10 from the 25. Second and short, he hands it off this time, and that's going to be a first down run. Deshaun McClease, 600 yards rushing on the season coming into the game, brought down by Jalen Twyman.
It's down the field. Look for 11, Kaysir Mack here.
Has a man downfield, incomplete at the 48-yard line. Punt from Kessman. From the 33-yard line, that's Robinson, the true freshman. Giving him a little taste.
Pressure look.
3rd and 12. Jacques Louis couldn't hang on to it at midfield. What we expected out of two teams with hot defenses coming in. McCase getting to the edge and near a first down. 2nd and 3. Hooker back to pass. Hit just as it released and caught by Robinson. Still on his feet. Tavion brought down at the 1. Like though, full motion this way, and they're going to sneak Tavion all the way back. Everything's going this way, so they get the defense to move. Right, we're going to boot out to the right. We're going to get full flow that way from the defense, and then we're going to throw back across the field as Hendon Hooker takes a shot, delivers a perfect pass, and the rest is Tavion Robinson in the open field. 1st and goal. Hooker hands it off. Touchdown! James Mitchell in the Beamer jersey. Of what he's capable of, lined up there in the wing. Play that they've been using quite a bit as of late. Love the play design. Life whatsoever offensively against this Hokie front. Pickett looked like he was trying to set up the screen. Sacked, fumbled, scoop, score, room service, Hokies. Football, and then the pressure gets home. As you see Rayshard Ashby coming from the backside, the leader of this defense. It's a sack, strip. They dial up a little bit of pressure. Ashby in pursuit, and Pickett completes the pass to Davis, but Davis comes up short of the first down. 3 for Virginia Tech. Hooker on the quick receiver screen, complete to Trey Turner. Slammed on the brakes and picks up the first down at about the 42-yard line. Here Dalton Keene and what he's able to do in the block game. Both these guys, James Mitchell, Dalton Keene, getting blocks for Trey Turner. Trey Turner making a nice cut off the block to get the first down to the 8-yard line. Pickett gonna run it. It's going to be close. Not sure that he got there, though. They spot it just a little bit short. Has been very good the last 6 weeks. Pickett on the bootleg has a man incomplete. And the Hokies take over on down. It's really worked out. On the jet sweep, Trey Turner. He can lay the wood. 2nd down and 7. Hooker. Boy, Houdini in the house, folks. And finally tackled in the open field at the 33 by Hamlin. And Hooker to go with the football. He's under the press. Pressure gets home. And in this. They set up the screen to Keene. The first down and then some. Keene across midfield and into pit territory to the 48. Of this play design too. Just going to be a tight end screen, right? They're going to roll over to the right. Set it up. Dalton Keene blocks, holds, then he breaks out. Nice blocking down the field. Dalton Keene is a complete right things and clearly doing all the right things on the football field. On the reverse, Robinson got an alley down the sideline. Tavion inside the 5. Got a good block out front by Darrisaw. Big plays in open space. This kid has speed, and look out in the open field. Can the Hokies punch it in? Come on back. We'll watch it together. 2nd and goal for the Hokies. Hooker into the end zone on the fade. Touchdown, Turner! For the end zone. Hazelton's going to take it here. He's going to go up and around. Man-to-man coverage. Initially the slant provides a little bit of a pick. Defender has to work underneath it. Cleans up Trey Turner, and he goes up and he gets the touchdown. Boy, what about that pass on 2nd down? Pickett under duress and sacked back at the 47. Ashby and Connor with a combo platter. It's not going to stop now. We're going to see Connor off the edge, Ashby up the middle, both coming with pressure. Ashby comes completely clean. Connor works through.
Getting so young, they need a little leadership, and no ego is important. Justin Fuente, no ego.
And it's been a nice fit for Jerry Kill. Great play by Connor, bringing down Shockey Jacques-Louis. We're going to run it with A.J. Davis. And Davis brought down at about the 41-yard. 3rd and 2, he hands it off. And they crease that front. McLeese picks up the first down. Hooker over the middle. What a catch by Keene! As this ball is placed perfectly, completely outstretched, brings it in. And is great in recruiting, too, if you're Pitt. Between the tackles, McLeese picks up another first down.
Unbelievably impressive run he's had. And a big stop on 3rd and short by his defense
Davis
again.
Over the middle, incomplete. Hands it off to McLeese, nowhere to go. Going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Turner on the jet sweep, trying to get to the edge. Fumbles it out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Who else? A big hit by Ford, best player on the defensive line. On 3rd and goal, see if he makes a difference on the fade. Touchdown! What a catch by Hazelton! He beat Dane Jackson on the play.
I love the throw outside, away from the defender. Maybe a little bit of push off there by Hazelton as he creates some separation.
Post plan for Bud Foster. Pickett comes underneath. Catch made by the true freshman Davis. On 4th and 3. Pickett double clutched and incomplete, intended for Tasir Mack.
Right there, man. No doubt. I mean, listen, shutouts in today's football are few and far between. And to have the opportunity to do it in back-to-back weeks, well, I'll tell you how rare it is.
A.J. Davis, Dusty, out of the Wildcat here, takes the direct snap, and boy, he handed it off, and Jalen Griffin just blew it up. Flushed out of the pocket and brought down to the 33-yard line.
Himself a heck of a ball game, really putting together a nice freshman season.
Line drive spiral punt comes down to the 24 to Hezekiah Grimsley, who makes it out to the 30-yard line.
For Bud Foster's final time here at Lane Stadium.
They run it again, and picking up the first down, Stewart again. Hooker was 10 of 13 for 153 yards. A couple of touchdowns. Ran the ball for 27 yards.
Won the toss. They have deferred. So the Cavaliers will have the ball first. Joe Reed, one of the most dangerous kick return men in the country, does not have a chance to return this kick. See him throw it. We'll see him run it. He's going to play fake here and go down. Man, he just got swarmed. And that's the Virginia Tech defense that you've been talking about here already today. The Hokies have had this remarkable turnaround in season, led by Bud Foster. So the extra point with Brian Delaney, and he hooked that one. It is no good.
Now he covers. They do a lot of great things with their linebackers.
From the shotgun, a little fake pitch, and that was effective. It got the defense looking the other way. Hooker, who is a good running quarterback, maybe not quite as big and strong, as powerful as Bryce Perkins.
Things that Hooker does so well is protect the football. He's 10 touchdown passes. He has not yet turned it over. When you're playing defense.
Stepped up just a little bit, getting ready to take the snap. He does. Looking to throw the ball, and he gets drilled as he throws it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Virginia Tech. Coming the other way. Down the sideline. And the cut back inside by Chamari Connor. And Perkins is slow to get up. There is a flag during the return, I believe. In fact, there are 3 flags on the field.
The short side here, you'll see Floyd come in there for the hit. What surprised me about that play is on 3rd and short that Virginia Tech would have a slow developing pass route. I would have thought they'd try to get it out a little bit quicker. 3-step, hitch, something quick over the middle.
Virginia had one of the best cornerbacks in all of college football, Bryce Hall, but he has been out and won't come back and play this year. Hooker throwing down the field, and the pass is caught. Here's one of those wideouts, I think with an advantage, Damon Hazelton.
Nice job. They get a matchup on a safety. Hazelton makes a nice break, good protection. Really nice throw, too, by Hooker.
Handoff and a straight-ahead run for the first down.
You've seen something more up the middle with the quarterback, but...
Field goal up and good, so the Hokies turn the interception into 3, but the Cavaliers stop them in the red zone and force the field goal. First quarter, 6-3. Pressure got picked up, and so he had time to find his tight end for a Virginia Tech first down. Dalton Keene with the catch outside the 40. Final minute of action-filled first quarter. Hooker with the quarterback straight up the middle. He slipped on the turf as he got across midfield. He does get a Virginia Tech first down.
And it opens up a lot of things, as we know, which is him running the football.
Second and 4, he does run it. This time, nowhere to go. It'll be Perkins trying to end that streak today with his Cavs close to their own 40 on first down, and Perkins will be sacked. So the Hokies starting to have a little more effective to you every time he takes off. But Foster's holding his breath.
No, I am.
Griffin, the punter. Davion Robinson. This one may be returnable. He's got incredible quickness. And there goes Robinson. Robinson outside the 45, almost back to midfield. Kemp, the punt returner for Virginia. Sometimes they'll use 2 guys, not this time. Bradburn with a line drive style punt inside the 10. Kemp is going to get close to the 10-yard line, but maybe not all the way there. Bryce Perkins, play fake, in the pocket, quick release. The open field tackle, the Hokies think that they stopped the tight end Cowley short. And I think they did by about a half a yard.
He is a heck of a player, so he's got some big shoes to fill, and that was a nice play.
Griffin sort of stepped to the side. That punt is going to land very short. On a couple bounces, Robinson will take it. And stays on his feet. Tavion Robinson into Virginia territory and all the way inside the 30. Back-to-back big punt returns for the true freshman. Took it on a bounce.
Took it on a bounce. He's yelling, Peter, 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 getting everyone away from it. But when it bounces right up into your hands, why not save some yardage? He'd only save yardage, but he gained big yardage there. That's a heady play for a true freshman right there, and a confident play.
You watch him, 3 Virginia, but the Hokies, after a big punt return, good field position, second and long. Hooker throws it out. He's got Turner in the left flat with the catch. The turn upfield, first down, Virginia Tech. Trey Turner inside the 20 and inside the 15-yard line. Too many instances where that has not been the case. This seems to be the case. In this instance, the field goal is up and good. That's a 3-point ruling instead of an interception. Yep. The field goal is up and good. He's going to have a chance if they can stop Virginia here to get the ball back with plenty of time. Perkins will get hit again, going deep down the sideline, incomplete.
I think he just wants to get out of here knowing he has the ball to start the second half.
And if that's the case, why snap it at all? Well, to me, I would have just let the thing run out. Well, maybe now. You get a big game, have a chance to take a chance down the field. McLeese with the long takeaway. Virginia Tech's quarterback run. They can't move the ball up and down the field. Hooker play fake on first down. His running back picked up a rusher, and he had time to find Hazelton downfield into Virginia territory across the 50 for a huge first play of the second half.
With the running back coming across and picking up Mack, but a great route on the outside. It was a little post-corner route, and so it's critical.
3rd and 1. Hooker, high snap, hands it off McLeese, who just finds a way to lunge forward and get the Virginia Tech first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a shot play here.
First down, Virginia may be showing some pressure. Snowden will come, and Hooker keeps it, goes right where he was. Hendon Hooker doing a Bryce Perkins impersonation. Inside the 5, touchdown! Hendon Hooker matching the Virginia quarterback 34 yards. An extra point away from Tech tying this game up. Hooker on the ground.
Just a great play. Great blocks on the outside. We got 2 dynamic quarterbacks doing their thing today.
And Virginia thinking this has to be the year we get this done. Perkins on 3rd and long. From the pocket, throws incomplete. And that one was UVA offense has really faltered of late. 3rd and 7. Hooker in the pocket. They picked up the pressure. They'll throw. It is caught right in midfield. A diving catch by Damon Hazelton. First down, Hokies. Tumbling over. That was a great effort.
Sure was.
I frankly am a little surprised that they overturned that, but it's an incomplete, and that means 4th down instead of a big first down conversion. So the Virginia defense holds. 3rd and 7. The look of some pressure. Really, they don't bring a whole lot of pressure. Perkins kind of floated one out there, and the pass was caught by Joe Reed, but he was stopped a yard short of the first down.
They should be proud of their team.
Virginia Tech has the ball back. Play fake and an open receiver. That is Hazelton, who will spin and get close to midfield. A first down completion for the Hokies. Fleece is another good one. Hooker, high stack little fake, and then off and running. A nice open field tackle for the Cavaliers. Saved a bigger gain. Heskin Smith got him on the ground, but that's a first down tech. Really the opposite early in this game. Those big touchdown runs by Perkins. The game has changed dramatically. Straight up the middle, and another good gain on the ground for the Hokies. This time the true freshman, Keyshawn King.
Said it. He's a cool cat. He's not flustered.
Hands it off. Jet sweep motion, and the trip up saved a bigger gain. Turner was down, and he will get enough yardage for another Virginia Tech first down. They're in the red zone, inside the 20 and close to the 15. They're back in the red zone. Virginia Tech is swinging it out left side of the blocker in front. Robinson out into the open, inside the 5, diving for the goal line, and stopped just a little bit short. First and goal. Hooker, handoff, McLeese. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the Hokies have come all the way back to take their first lead of this rivalry game. Yard drive, and from the 1, McLeese punches it in.
That's a young offensive line, but young and powerful offensive line, just moving people out.
Hooker, straight ahead. First down, Hokies. He did not hesitate.
No.
Final minute of quarter number 3. Play fake. Hooker heaves it downfield. He's got a man, and it is caught by Turner. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. 61 yards.
Like to pick up this backside safety, Devontae Cross, but he gets caught up inside. You're going to rush the inside linebacker to bring 5. And then what you see here is this little outcut here, pulls the safety, corner gets beat to the inside. But that guy right there, that safety, you'd like to be able to pick him up on the backside. But I'll tell you what, that is one heck of a route and a great throw by Hendon Hooker. We talk about him as a runner.
That game with big implications following us. This game with huge implications. The winner will play for the ACC Championship against Clemson next week. Virginia and Virginia Tech going back and forth. A returnable kickoff here for Robinson of the Hokies with his speed to the outside. And he gets across the 40-yard line. So here comes Virginia Tech. An Orange Bowl berth is also on the line here as they hand the ball off, coming right side. That little fly sweep for a nice gain, a first down gain. In fact, Trey Turner, who is having a big afternoon for the Hokies. Said the defenses are back on their heels on both sides. Play fake. Hooker missiles one in there right to Hazelton. Another Virginia Tech. Yeah, this part of the field has been a little slippery. We'll see. Good snap and hold. The kick is on the way, and it is booming right on through. His season-long 47 yards. That was impressive. Perkins in the pocket. Now scrambling. Perkins gets hit and goes down.
Go back and run a little bit. Maybe take a shot downfield and get single coverage.
2nd and 1. Play fake on that fly sweep. Hooker, the quarterback, straight ahead run for a Virginia Tech first down.
That says a lot. Tremendous decision maker.
Hand off. McLeese, right side, big opener. And cuts it middle, then back to the sideline into Virginia territory. Deshaun McLeese has had a big second half.
Side zone, actually, a little counterplay. They seal the edge. Tremendous job by Hazelton on the edge, getting a block, and then a good run. And this is going to really help Virginia Tech just establishing this first.
Hooker will throw, and for Virginia, that's fine, right?
That's fine for Virginia.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Things are about to wrap up. Virginia has waited a long, long time for this moment. Hooker across the middle, complete to Robinson into Virginia territory. The clock will stop on a Hokies first down, 41 seconds to play. Hooker takes a snap again. And Hooker's going to heave it down the right sideline into coverage, but a jump catch by Trey Turner inside the 10. So hold off that celebration, at least for a few more moments.
Okay, football since the days of Bear Bryant back in the 1950s. Kentucky won the toss and deferred.
Again, playing low has always been something he's had to deal with.
And a big burst for Deshaun McClee. So after they got the benefit of 30 penalty yards, they get 9 on their own. And those big guys up front. 3rd and 3, they'll try and get Robinson to the edge. And it looks like he's got just enough to move the chains. Hooker batted up into the air, incomplete, and it's 4th down. Beamer, number 25, so good over the years on special teams from 54 yards out, and he got just enough of it.
This drive off.
Off to McCleese, and he's got a seam off the left side. The stutter step at midfield and down to the 38-yard line. Get in place. Hooker out of the empty set. Caught down the seam inside the 20. The tight end, James Mitchell. Pressure coming off the edge. The Hokies pick it up. The throw into the end zone. Hauled in by Hazelton. Touchdown, Hokies.
On the outside, he's been very, very good. 50-50 balls, he's even been better, but he got himself turned around. Very good tightrope here by Hazelton on the sideline.
Option right, Rose bobbles the pitch and will have to fall on it at the 21-yard line. And it's 4th down after the loss of 9.
Yeah, they're both not happy about that.
Usher, 5 different guys as their leading receiver. They've played 3 quarterbacks. Dumping it off to McCleese. Makes one man miss down inside the 40-yard line.
And you see the versatility of McCleese. I don't think he gets as much love as he should.
He'll come in motion, and he'll take the handoff. Good blocks on the edge. The receivers doing their job. A first down inside the 30. James Mitchell, the tight end, also gets some credit. In front of him either. Going to have a lot of experience coming back. Hooker. First and goal for the Hokies. Hooker looking left, throwing that way into the end zone. Still waiting for word from the official. Touchdown.
Mr. Do-It-All. How did he catch this ball, folks? Wait till you see how he caught this ball. It's around King here, tight window throw. Pulls it outside. Look at this catch. The guy's squeezing it with his bicep. Throw the ball where he is containing the quarterback.
Pick up the blitz off the edge, and then the secondary guys get him. Ball is out. Kentucky able to hop on it. And it's 4th down. Well, they'll play fake it to him. And then Hooker will take it, breaking tackles. Can't bring him down with an arm. And out, looks like he's got the first down. Other guys tried to pattern his game after. Nearly left Virginia Tech, was in the transfer portal.
And I'm sure there was some frustration. The kid wants to play, I get it. And I'm glad he stayed because it's a great opportunity for him, and he's done a great job leading this offense this season.
McCleese tucking that ball in tight. And the burst. Touchdown. Virginia Tech, 43 yards.
He's the key, Beth. He's the guy coming into this game that I thought would be a difference maker in their decision.
Bowden rolling out, he'll heave a wobbler downfield, and it's intercepted, and a flag is down around the pick.
Tech on the sidelines. Offense has bounced back. Let's see if they can continue to do it here.
Play action. Dump down to King. He breaks some tackles, has the first down yardage out to the 40-yard line.
The ball and take hits and be very strong at the running back position as well, so impressive.
Virginia Tech looking to get right back at it. On fourth down, Hooker fires across the middle. They've got it hammered at the 22-yard line, but Tavian Robinson holds on. Quandre Mosley almost had a huge interception, so here is the 40-yard attempt. 2 for 2 today for Brian Johnson.
Big tight ends that make it tough.
Second down, the spin for Rose. Ball popped out. Ball popped out. Virginia Tech on it, and they've got it.
Yeah, I don't know, Beth. We'll have to see this. There's AJ right there. He spins. See, it looks like it comes out late, but is the ball kind of popping around in there, right? That's the biggest thing. You have to find something that shows that he's still controlling that football, even though you see an elbow and you see his rear hit the ground. And
another nice run. First down yardage inside the 30 and a gain of 11. Virginia Tech trying to cash in. McLeese, good little sidestep to get to the left and down into the red zone. Pressure off the edge. Hooker gets away from it. Gets a block from his back down to the 9-yard line. That will be shy of the yard to gain. For excellence in special teams plays. 2 for 2 today. This is a chip shot for him, and he's got it. And it's a 6-point game. 12:47 to go. Just 9 throws all day. Bowden, think and throw.
Take off.
Has the time. Launches it deep. And it's intercepted. Brian Murray with the pick and a nice return out to the 39-yard line.
Go to your right. There's a lot of room here. And just so you think Virginia Tech players are there that can catch him, I'll be willing to put my money on Lynn Bowden that he can't get caught and make a guy miss. Throwing the ball up for grabs like this is just, it doesn't make any sense.